guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is T. And so today I wanted to do a quick little video. It's not gonna be a long video, but I just wanted to do a quick little video on like following your dreams and finding the path that's like best meant for you, because I ran across this little message and it was so motivating to me. I always talk about there's signs everywhere, from like I said, whether it's social media, whether it's people you meet, whether it's songs in the store, little animals, like, you know, you guys see like on Twitter and someone will be like, my grandma loved butterflies, and I put a you know, a tattoo of a butterfly, and I got my first car today and there was like 3 butterflies on the car. But there's always little messages around, like just for confirmation from you, and I ran across this confirmation message and it's just so crazy. So when I was young, I really wanted to do interior design, and I still want to do interior design. I love interior decoration. I love redecorating. I redecorate my space all the time. I used to tell my mom I wanted to do interior design, and like people would be like, that's not like a real career. So I kind of like went towards business. And I love looking at houses. Like I said, you guys can like look at old videos and I look at houses. It's something I still love to do. I love homes. I love decorating homes. I love homes. Just something that's meant for you and curated for you. Like you can design it, you can pick it out. Like it's just your place, your pad, no matter how you know, whatever your style is. And so anyways, that was on like Instagram, and I was trying to figure out like how business professional my new job is. Since it's like a top investment bank, it's not going to be like as lax as my old job. So I was like, man, I'm trying to figure out how they dress, because I'm trying to determine, do I need to get a whole new wardrobe? And so I was like going on their on like their page and stuff and seeing if I could find, you know, different like, you know, just snapshots of what they look like. And so anyway, so I'm scrolling, then I see this girl, so I click on her page. They did like a shout out, so I click on her page, and it's crazy because I follow a bunch of interior design pages on Instagram. Also, shameless plug, check out my apartment tour. But anyway, so I follow a lot of interior design. I follow like a lot of homes on pages on Instagram, and I go to her page and I'm like, wow, I've seen this girl before, because like I said, I love interior design. I love looking at houses. I love looking at different design styles, modern, traditional, country, like you name it, I love it. And comes to find out, she works at the place that I work. And on top of that, she has this huge booming freaking interior design page, this interior design business, home remodeling business, and they shouted her out. And I just felt like that was such a huge inspiration, because I think a lot of times we box ourselves in and we feel like we can only do this. You know, a lot of times, like, you know, the message is get a 9 to 5 and you work and do that and that's it. And it's like, no, there's multiple lanes that you can pursue. And I know me personally, as you guys can tell, I want to do YouTube. I want to use my voice to help young women out there like me. I love interior design. That's something I've always wanted to do, and I had it like pushed to, like, you know, when I retire or something, it could be like a side hustle. And I also want to do business. And so to find this woman's page and to see like she has like 2 million followers, and she has like this huge business where she literally designs people's homes, like, she remodels them and makes them happy, and she like loves her finance job. She travels all around the world. She does like asset management, and it was just so inspiring to me. And I knew that was like a little nudge from like my spirit guides, from God, to tell me like there's so many lanes that you can open up for yourself if you just allow yourself the opportunity. Do not let people stifle you. Do not let people push their fear and project their fear onto you because they were too scared to tackle their goals for whatever reason, right? Because sometimes people talk us down and we, you know, we allow that to impact us. But at the end of the day, like, you can do what it is that you want to do. You know what I mean? Whether that's interior design, whether you want to do music, whether you want to be a scientist, whether, you know, a marine biologist, whatever it is, find out what makes you happy and pursue that, because the sky really, really is the limit. And I believe that. I 1000% believe that. One of my biggest inspirations, I know he's like controversial, but one of my biggest inspirations is Kanye West. You know, Kanye West started off when he was like 13 selling beats because he wanted to be a producer. He worked so hard from like 14 years old, making beats, producing, meeting all these random people, and then he wanted to be a rapper, and everyone told him, you can't do a rapper, these raps suck. And I watch old interviews and he's like, no, let me redo that. Like he's like trying to freestyle, and it's like, you know, then he became like a big rapper, you know what I mean? And now he wants to do fashion, and we see where he's doing with the Yeezys, and he got like a Gap deal, you know what I mean? And it's just, it's like you can do whatever it is that you want to do, and just know that if that's something that's true to you, it's something that's your passion, it's something that's actually right for you and speaks to you. And I don't mean like, you know, like for instance, we have a lot of people in the music industry who really should not be in the music industry, right? Because it's clear like that's not really their space. But like, do something that actually is for you, that resonates for you, that you're actually passionate about. And the way that God will align those opportunities to you, and especially if you have the work, if you have the drive, if you have the effort to do it, you'll recognize those opportunities. I think of how many times I've been helped, like just in internships, just with random people that I've met. And the thing about it, if it's something that you're really passionate about, you won't miss those opportunities. You'll know them when you see them. A lot of people say that, you know, I want to follow my dreams and I never got the chance, but opportunities don't look like, you know, you're walking down and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know, you want to be a model, and all of a sudden someone's like, yeah, I want you to be a model. That's not really how opportunities work, right? Opportunities are, you know, you start off local, right? You might be booking like little small gigs locally, just like little small shows for boutiques, and then you use those boutiques, those fashion shows, and you keep meeting people, and those people keep introducing you to, and you keep booking it. It's little opportunities like that. And I feel like a lot of us, you know, we're scared to start from the bottom. We're scared to, you know, we just want, like, everybody wants it to go big and grand, but that's not how anyone's journey looks. Even people who've made it at 40, like, nothing happens overnight. I think of like Issa Rae, a huge creative. I love her. I love her, her dedication. I love her effort. I love her dreams. But she started off on YouTube. She talks about how she was struggling, how she was broke, but she was always working. She was constantly working. She was constantly working. And, you know, no matter how low budget or how small you start off, just know that things have the potential to grow if you let them. If you have the patience, you have the endurance, and you have the strength to keep going, to keep building, and recognizing the opportunities that God puts in front of you, because they may start off little, but eventually they grow into big things. Like I said, I think I start off at Whataburger, and I remember I used to be at Whataburger all the time, and I'd be like, I'm gonna get me an office job. I'm not gonna be on this grill every day. And people would be like, no, Minita, you're gonna stay on grill. This is it. And I'd be like, no, it's not it. And I kept meeting people who kept pushing me in places and telling me about different opportunities, and hey, you should check out this, and you should apply for this. And my first internship was like $15 an hour, and then I got to 28, and then I went to 18, and then I got my first job and I was making 60. And then even just at my job, you know what I mean, had I not been willing to learn, had I not been willing to show that I'm eager to learn, if you show me the ropes, if you invest in me, I'll do it. I'll do the work, and I will push myself to where I need to be. And that's what I did. And because of people saw that I was willing to do the work, that I didn't care, you know what I mean, how meaningless it felt, or, you know, like how, like, might feel like grunt work, right? But I ended up getting a 10K raise, and I had so many people speak for me so that I could get those opportunities, I can get those promotions. And so, long story short though, but it's just that you really have to just put yourself out there, put the effort, put the energy towards what it is that you want, find what it is that you want to do, and look for ways that people have, you know, have fulfilled that journey. Look at the people who made it to where they are, and look at their journey and follow the steps that they did. And you know, obviously you're not gonna be able to follow every single step, right? You can't retrace everyone's step, but use that same kind of prototype, that same kind of outline, and to just tackle whatever it is that you want to do. And so I know for me, this was like a big inspiration, because I'm like, oh my God, I love inspiration. Like I said, I love, not inspiration, well, I do like inspiration, but I love home designs, I love houses, I love interior designs, interior decorations. And it was so inspiring to see a woman who literally works like business, finance, because she loves her job in finance, 9 to 5, and she's not quitting no matter how, like, she has a booming business. Let me tell you, like I said, she has like 2 million followers, so many videos of her, just like, it's almost like a mini HGTV, if you will. And to see her doing that on the weekends as well was just, like I said, it was incredibly inspiring. And then her speaking and showing how she does both, like, I felt like that was just a little glimpse into my future on how much I can accomplish if I want to. So anyways, I just wanted to come on here and do a quick little video, a little ad hoc video, because I was just feeling so inspired this morning. So inspired, so inspired. And I was just like, wow, you know, the sky really is the limit. It really truly is the limit if you can just you know, be humble enough to do grunt work, you know what I mean, to do the hard work now so that you can pay off and relax later. You know what I mean? If you can recognize opportunities, whether it's a small opportunity, a big opportunity, whether it's networking at the smallest, minutest level or at the highest level, but realizing that networking is networking. A lot of times, you know, people say, oh, like, you know, almost like, oh, you can determine how a man treats you by how he treats his mom. No, you can determine how people will treat you based off of how they treat people they think are beneath you or below you. And in my experience, I have not found anybody who hasn't had anything worthwhile to say. Everybody has their story, everybody has their journey, everybody has their lessons, and there's something that you can learn from anyone. I mean, I think when I was at work, I used to talk to our janitors all the time, and he would teach me Spanish. He was teaching me Spanish, and like, you know what I mean? He was like bearing with me because I was struggling. And it's just like little things like that. Like, people help you in so many ways. I think just having random conversations. This one girl's like, you know, I have a boyfriend. I really want him to be able to get in the thing, and I just found out how to get a key fob. You can get key fobs made, whether they're in like a leather patent or like, you know, just a regular key fob. And she's like, wow, you can get that remade. So you just never know, but you can't just close yourself off and talk to people who you feel like look like they're, you know, big or that they have something to offer, because a lot of times looks are very deceiving. It's always the people you least expect it, who have like a wealth of knowledge, who have a huge network, and you just never know. You really never know. And so I always feel like the best determinant of a person's character is how they treat people that they feel like, again, are beneath them or can't offer them anything. And, you know, obviously I think like working like fast food and stuff, and, you know, just obviously my experiences, my stories, I realized that you never know anyone's journey. You never know where they came from. You never know their struggles and the things that they learn, and those can really, really, really help you on your way. And so again, just take advantage of every opportunity presented to you, no matter how big or small, and just find out what is meant for you and what works for you, and chase that and go after that, and don't stop, and don't let anybody inject fear over you to try to control you, because the world is filled with a lot of people with low self-esteem who, you know, who feel like they couldn't do what they need to do in their life. And so if someone has a light and they're willing to go above and beyond and share what they want to do, they try to dampen that, they try to darken that, and they try to stunt that. And, you know, no matter how big it feels, how far out of reach it feels, and no matter how small you might feel in that moment, I think that, you know, it's the journey, it's the growth, right? Like, you know, you think about like musicians, they start off with like 4 fans at a show. There's like a Jack Harlow lyric, he's like, there might be 8 fans deep at the show. That builds character. Something y'all could probably use more of. And it's true, it really does build character. But it really instills on you, like, do you really want what you say that you want? Because now, you know, he's huge. He's huge, but it's like, you have to fight through those moments. You have to fight through the people trying to, you know, who don't want to grow with you, who aren't willing to take those opportunities, who may not have the effort or the drive, and, you know, because they don't have that effort or they don't have that drive or they don't have the inspiration or just like that intuition that they know that they can do it, they try to darken you. And so I just want to leave this video with just like, follow your dreams, do what you want to do, what inspires you, what motivates you, and don't care what anybody else has to say, what anybody else thinks about it. As long as it speaks to you and is true to you, you can do that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. I love the comments. I always say that. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye guys.